Yo, what's going on, guys? Matthew here with another video. I hope you guys are doing great. You know where I'm at. I'm here on lunch. Leo's over here. I'm on lunch. Take an hour today. Typically on Fridays I take an hour because it's a lot slower throughout the week. It being peak season, I still don't know what to expect throughout the day, but at least if I get out here on the road at the usual time that I do, I can take an hour break. So we're out here, just, it's a cloudy day, really nice day, humid kinda. Really shouldn't be wearing this jacket, but I haven't washed my clothes because it's just been busy. Every time I get home, I go to sleep. So it hasn't been bad really out here this week. I would say it was another, it was average. It definitely ain't the same, like I would say maybe like in a January or like March, even though I haven't worked those months, but like a typical day, it's still a lot more freight that I'm bringing back. Yeah, what gets me tired is being at the station and helping unload trucks or anything else. That's probably where I get the most fatigue. But so far so good today. I made probably about 7 or 8 pickups, not too much. And there's buses driving by over here. Not too much freight. It's looking good so far. I do have some scheduled pickups in between I like to call it my busy time, between 3 and 5:30. That kind of give me some hiccups, but for the most part, it looks like I'll be able to find out a way to take care of it. So today I wanted to talk about 5 things you should bring with you on the road, or just to work with you in general. Like I said, you're out here on a company vehicle. Well, this ain't even the company, this is a U-Haul. But usually on a typical day, you're taking a FedEx vehicle, and you want to bring some things with you, so that way things I recommend, you don't have to bring them, but they help me throughout the day, because let's face it, we're out here by ourselves, and I know some people that have routes where they don't interact with anybody, so you can get lonely at times. I know people like that, and I like it too, but every now and then I tend to be like, man, I'm kind of lonely out here. It's kind of, you get kind of bored, because it is, once you get used to the job, it does become easier. I say the first 3 months are really rough if you never had any experience, but even now it's easier than ever, especially with like DoorDash and all that. I tend to call that experience, because I am here to pick up something, right? You're picking up some food, and then you drop it off at a location. So, and it could be commercial or business too, so that even works out. I used to do DoorDash for a little bit, but it is in this area, it really doesn't work out too much. But no more waste of time, let's get started. So the first thing I like to bring is right here in my ear, some AirPods. I usually have one in. I like to keep the other one out, just because I work in a really busy area and there's a lot of pedestrians walking by, and I keep my window rolled down too, just in case. I can hear everything. I don't want people backing up into me, or if I hear a pedestrian, I make sure, because they'll come out of nowhere, and I ain't trying to run over anybody. And believe it or not, I get cut off a lot, even driving these big vehicles. People will jump out in front of me, and it can be really hard to brake because we got so much freight in the back. It's carrying a lot of weight, and so you just always gotta, people don't know, especially someone that's never driven like a bigger truck, and they drive cars most of the time, they don't think twice about pulling out in front of somebody, knowing that we have a lesser time to react. So we always have to keep that in mind. And especially me being in the little small area that I'm in, sometimes I can get a little bit hectic with the parking. I hate parking in ways of people. So to keep my peace of mind, I try to park not too far away, but in a good spot, where I can get out, run and get my stuff, and come back in. So But like I said, AirPods, number one. Just you can listen to podcasts, you can listen to music, YouTube video. I like to listen to YouTube videos and teach myself new things. I used to listen to music at first, but there's only so much music you can listen to before you get tired of it. And some of these vehicles do have radios, but I'm in a U-Haul, so when you're in a FedEx 630 or 700, they don't have radios in them. You can bring one. I've seen people do that, but I recommend AirPods. So, and number two, to keep your AirPods charged, or anything charged, you want to bring this with you. So I have my little watch, so I keep track of time, and Apple charger for my iPhone. Keep my phone charged so nothing dies. There's times where I get someplace that I've never been, and thank goodness for GPS, because if I didn't have it and I got somewhere I didn't know, I don't know how they did it back then. So that's that's crazy, right? But I usually bring it with me. And of course, if you're driving a 630 or 700, they don't all have car chargers, so you probably want to bring you a brick too, so you can keep stuff charged. Because I've had my phone die before because the car chargers don't work, so that's always good to bring that thing, because you never know. These vehicles are like trains, basically. Some of them take coal, not really, but I feel like they do. So you can get a really bad vehicle if all the good ones are taken. And like I said, you want to keep everything charged. If you get a place they've never been to, you can look it up. They have it on the Leo, but the scanner here, but it's really bad at the moment. It's like a beta, and I know they're trying to move everything to that eventually, but hopefully not anytime soon, because it is not good. I've tried using it. It just doesn't work. It just gets on my nerves. It makes a lot of noise, talks a lot, and more times than not, I'm not going to the right place. So I think in other places it does do well, but at least in my area, it's not working. So I just use, I use what is it called? The Apple one, the Apple GPS, and it does just fine. I mean, every now and then I might get something weird, but typically I'm at the right area. So all right, number three, you want to make sure you bring stuff that you're gonna throw around you. So I keep my badge. This is like a little thingy that my girlfriend bought me. I keep my wallet in here, I keep my badge, and I keep keys where I can get into certain places that I never see anybody, and I throw it around my neck so that way I don't lose it, because it's better than, you're getting out of this vehicle plenty of times and you're not leaving with this vehicle back home. So you might leave something. So I like to keep things around me. I got a little pouch here. You can't see it. I got keys hanging just so I know where everything's at. You got to really know where you put your stuff at, and so you don't lose it, because I've seen so much stuff lost. I don't know if I'm making any sense. I'm sorry about that. You just want to make sure that you're bringing everything. And I've seen people, bring stuff that they hang around their neck. Let's start over.